In this video, we are going to learn how to write advertising copy for social media channels using OpenAI. So let's say that you're promoting your product and you wish to write an ad copy for that. So you have got your spreadsheet here. We have taken the example of a Google Sheet. Every time a new row is added as a new ad title for a particular product, then automatically with the help of OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence and deployment company that helps you in creating human-like content, would be able to generate the headline and the description of the product. And then with the help of Switchboard, which helps you in generating online images and videos, you would be able to create an image that will have this detail. And then finally, in your Google Sheet, you would be able to update the link of this image. Now, how can you do this? For this, you will have to set up some integration between these applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Google Sheet, and your action applications would be OpenAI and Switchboard. So, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you already have an account with us, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user here. And here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking me to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to write advertising copy for social media channels using Open Artificial Intelligence. So now I'm going to click on create. And here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. Now, according to this particular integration, we want that every time a new title is added in our Google Sheet regarding the ad copy, and we already have an image there related to that copy, then what should happen? With the help of OpenAI, automatically content should be generated, and then with the help of Switchboard, an image should be created along with the content and the headline that we have just generated through OpenAI. And finally, the link of that image should be again embedded to our Google Sheets. So here my trigger application would be Google Sheets. Let's look for this. Here it is. And now the trigger event would be new or updated spreadsheet row. Here we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets. I'm going to copy this. Once done, we have to follow the following steps to set up the connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. So now I'm going to take you to the Google Sheet that I have created. So this is the name of my spreadsheet, ad copy titles, and this is the name of the sheet, sheet 1. Here I've got 3 column fields: advertising copy title, image to be used, and ad copy image link. So let's say that I wish to create an advertising copy for Swiss chocolates. Now the image to be used, so I have got a link from Pexels. This is the image to be used, and here would be my final ad copy image link. This is the final image that we would receive through Switchboard canvas, and we are going to paste the link over here. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here we have received this webhook URL. So I'm going to copy this, go back to the Google Sheet, and now to set up the connection, I'm going to extensions. Let's go to add-ons, and within add-ons, we are going to go to get add-ons. And here we have reached Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we are going to look for the application Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So let's click on this. And here you can see that it has already been installed in my system. So make sure once you have installed it, you close this window and then refresh the page. This is an extremely important step. So once you have done that, we are going to wait for a few seconds, and then we are going to go back to extensions, and you would be able to find Pabbly Connect Webhooks here in the drop down. So we are going to go to initial setup. Here you can see that it has already captured the sheet name, and now the webhook URL that we have just copied, I'm going to paste it here. Now the trigger column. So this is the final data column where the data is added, and according to this sheet, it is B, column B. So I'm going to write column B, let's send test. So here we can see that the test data has been sent successfully, and then we are supposed to submit it. So the configuration is all set. I'm going to close this, and we are again going to go back to extensions and to Pabbly Connect webhooks. So here you have to make sure that this send on event option is checked so that every time the workflow runs, it would be able to send the response. Now I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response, and yes, here it is. This is the name of the spreadsheet, the ID, sheet name, ID, row index, image to be used. So this is the URL, and what is the title? It is Swiss chocolates. Now what is my objective? I wish to create content. I have to generate a headline and some details about the Swiss chocolates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my next action step, and this time the action application would be OpenAI. Let's click on this. Now the action event here would be generate content. So I'm going to click on connect, and here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the OpenAI account. So I'm going to select add new connection, and now to set up this connection we need the API key. And how can we receive that? First we have to log into our OpenAI account, and then we have to click on this hyperlink. So first of all, I'm going to take you to OpenAI website. OpenAI is an extremely powerful artificial intelligence and deployment company that helps in creating human-like content. It can generate text as well as images. So now here I'm going to click on API, and here it is written that it can build next generation apps with OpenAI's powerful models. Now I'm going to click on login over here. So here we have reached the dashboard of this application. So you can see there are certain tutorials and examples. So once we are logged into this application, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to click on this hyperlink. As soon as I do that, here you can see that it is asking me to create a new secret key. So I'm going to click on this, and my API has been generated. So this is the API key. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Now I'm going to click on save. So as I have done this, so here you can see that Pabbly Connect is now connected with OpenAI, and now I'm supposed to fill in this information. But to understand that, I'm going to take you back to my OpenAI account, and here I'm going to take you directly to Playground. As per the name, it is an extremely interesting space, and now I'm going to show you how generating content can be a piece of cake. So let's say I have written write a story on friendship. So as soon as I've written this and I click on submit, so here you can see that automatically it has started generating content. So isn't this amazing? So you can save a lot of time. So all the content creators out there, this is literally a boon for us. Now I'm going to throw some light on the various features that it has. So first of all, it has got mode. So here it is the complete mode, then here it is insert and edit. Then we have the model. So it has got various models, and we are going to go ahead with TextDaVinci 003. Why? Because this is the most capable model in the GPT-3 series. It can perform any task the other GPT-3 models can. It can process up to 4,000 tokens per request. The next one is temperature. It controls randomness. So as the temperature approaches 0, the model will become repetitive. And as it approaches 1, then it is going to produce random responses. Next is maximum length. Maximum length is the maximum number of tokens to generate. So if requested, so it can generate up to 4,000 tokens shared between prompt and completion. The exact limit varies by model, and one token is roughly 4 characters for normal English text. Now comes the stop sequence. So this is extremely important, so that you can stop generating tokens. So as soon as you have written the stop sequence, then automatically it will stop generating further tokens. Then we have top P, frequency penalty. Now what is frequency penalty? So it decreases the model's likelihood to repeat the same line verbatim. And what is presence penalty? So it increases the model's likelihood to talk about new topics. And then we have the best of. So basically it can generate multiple completion server side and display only the best. So if I select 3, so you can go up to 10. If I select 3, so it is going to produce 3 responses, out of which it is going to share the best one. Now once this is done, I also have to share what is prompt. So prompt is basically the instruction that we provide. So here anything which is written over here, this is the instruction, this is known as our prompt. So once you have understood this, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to map this data. So first of all, as I click on AI model, I'm going to select this one. Then we have the prompt. So what is my prompt here? So write a headline for. So I need a headline for, and now I'm going to go to Google Sheets, and as I take you down this. So write a headline for, or I can say write a ad headline for advertising copy title Swiss chocolates. I have written this prompt. What is the maximum number of tokens? So this is just a headline. So I'm going to write, let's say 20 tokens. Select sampling type. So here we have got two options, temperature sampling and nuclear. So I'm going to select temperature sampling. Then we have got the sampling value. So the default value is 0.7. You can select anything between 0 to 1. So I'm going to leave it blank. It will take the default value as 0.7. Similarly, the presence penalty can vary between -2 to 2. And here the default value is 0. And the same goes for frequency penalty. So I'm going to leave this blank so that it can inculcate the default values. Now comes the stop sequence. So I'm going to mention the stop sequence that I had used there. And finally the best of. So you can choose 3. And now let's click on save and send test request. So here we have received the API response. So I'm going to take you down. And yes, we can see that we have received the text. And this is my headline. Indulge in rich, creamy Swiss chocolate, satisfaction guaranteed. Now, isn't that fantastic? So once we have received this headline, now I want the details. I want the content. So I'm again going to use OpenAI application. And this time I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. So first of all, the action event here would be to generate content. Let's click on connect. I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. And then again, I'm going to select the same details here. So first of all, the model. So this is the model. Then we have the prompt. So I'm going to write add copy for, and here I'm going to write the title. So I'm again going to go to step 1, and this is the title. So once done, maximum token. So let's say the number of token that I want is 250. Then the sampling type. So it has been selected as temperature sampling. I'm going to leave this blank. Stop sequence is // single hashtag. And finally the best of, let's say it is 3 once again. So once we have done that, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here again we have received the API response, and this time this here is our content. Basically this is a description which is supposed to be the ad copy of this particular product. So we have received, treat yourself to the sweetest indulgence with Swiss chocolates. Our smooth, delicious chocolates are made with the highest quality ingredients. So you know you are getting the best. See how well it has written. Now once this is done, what do I want? I want to create an image. So I'm going to add another action step over here. And this time the application would be switchboard. So I'm going to create an image with the details that we have just generated. And action event here would be to create image. Let's click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with a switchboard canvas account. So I'm going to click on add new connection. And here we need the API key to set up this connection. So I have already logged into my switchboard account, and it is saying that there it is written view your API key, and from there you can get the API key. So I'm going to take you to my switchboard account, and yes, on the right hand side you can see view your API key. I'm going to click on this, and this post, this is the key. So I'm going to quickly copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here to set up the connection. I'm going to click on save. So here we can see that switchboard is now connected with Pabbly Connect. So once this is done, what do we have to do? We have to fill this information, the template, width, height, and the image URL, etc. Now to understand what is the template and all the other information that has to be provided here, I'm going to take you to Switchboard account. Here I have already created a template. So you have got various templates. This is a template that I have created for this particular integration. So here we can see that it has got a headline, and then we have the text, and here we have got the space for an image. So first of all, add headline. So here you can see what is this? This is your text. So if I click on text 2, this is your text 2. This is headline is your text 1. Image 2 is this particular image, and image 1 is the bigger image. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and first of all the template. So the name of the template is ads copy. It has already been inculcated. Now the width and height of the first image. So I'm again going to take you back to Switchboard. What is this first image? The big image, okay? And what is the height and width? It is 2039 and 1146. So I'm going to write 2039 and 1146. So we have filled in the details. Now the URL of the first image. So I do not want any particular image to be embedded here because this image that I have created, so I want the same background. So I'm going to just let it be. Now comes the text. So text 1. So if I click on text 1, what is text 1? The headline. So I'm going to click on this, and now I'm going to map this information. Mapping means that I have already received its data in the previous step, and I'm just going to retrieve it here. So how do I do it? As I click on this, it is going to show me all the previous steps. And what is text 1? This is the headline. So I'm going to go to step 2, and here you can see this is the headline. So let's click on this. Now the text 2. So I'm again going to click on this, and this time I'm going to go to step 3. These are the details. Let's click on this. And finally here we have to provide the link of the image. So I'm going to click on this, go to step 1, and as I take you down, so this is the image to be used. So once done, now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as we do that, here we have received the API response, and this is the URL of the final image created along with the content. Now I'm going to show you this. First copy this, open this in a new tab, and here you can see this is the ad copy that we have created. This is the headline, these are the details, and this is the image. So this basically means that our integration process is a complete success. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back to the Google Sheet that we had created. And what do I want? I want the image to become a part of this Google Sheet. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to add another action step. And this time the application is again going to be Google Sheets. So let's click on this. And now the action event here would be, I wish to update a cell value. So this is it, and I'm going to click on connect. Again, I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. And now once done, I have to fill in this information. So first of all, we have to select the name of the spreadsheet. So it is in add copy titles. Then the sheet has already been captured. Now the range. So the range has to be entered in this form. So column name and the row index. So what is the column name here? Column name is C. So I'm going to write C, and then the row index. For row index, I'm going to go to step 1, and this is the row index. Then the value. So what is the value? So for this, I'm going to go to the previous step, which is switchboard canvas. And this is the URL that I wish to become a part of my Google Sheet. Now let's click on save and send test request. So here we have received the API response. So now I'm going to take you to the Google Sheet to see if we have received the response, and the answer is yes. So I hope you are absolutely clear with the process. Now to check this in real time, I'm going to add another title. So let's say this is chips. Okay. So now the image to be used. So I have got this image over here, and I'm going to copy this image address, go back to the Google Sheet and paste this over here. So I'm going to delete this part. And here you can see that automatically an add copy image link has become a part of this sheet. Now, first I'm going to copy this, and now I'm going to show you what we have received. So let's check this out. See, this is amazing. Here we have received the headline which says crave the crunch, get your hands on delicious chips now. And here we have got the description, and this is the image. Now, isn't that amazing? Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So here in this integration process, our trigger application was Google Sheets. The event was new or updated spreadsheet row. The first action application was OpenAI, where we had generated content. We had used the same application again to generate content for the description. And then our action application was Switchboard Canvas, where we had created the image. Finally, our action application was Google Sheet, where we had updated the cell value. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.